Dr. Cornel Pewewardy, a graduate of the College of Education, is Professor Emeritus of Indigenous Nation Studies at Portland State University and is the Vice Chairman of the Comanche Nation. He has a profound belief in the power of Indigenous education and of higher education, and he has dedicated his life's work to bringing these two forces together to improve both. Dr. Pewewardy began his career in education as an elementary teacher and principal on the Navajo Reservation in New Mexico. He is also a founding member of the National Association for Multicultural Education. Dr. Pewewardy returned in 2017 from Portland State University, in 2017 from Portland State University, where he served as director of the Indigenous Nations Studies program. Prior to joining Portland State, he received numerous accolades for his time spent teaching at the University of Kansas, my alma mater, and he served as the first academic dean of Comanche Nation College. Throughout his career, Dr. Pewewardy has been honored extensively for his work with notable distinctions from the National Conference on Race and Ethnicity, as well as the AARP Oklahoma Indian Elder Honors Award, the Oregon Indian Education Association Outstanding Indian Educator of the Year, and Portland State University's President's Diversity Award. In addition to his esteemed career in education, Dr. Pewewardy is a talented musician who uses his craft to educate people about the history and culture of Native Americans. As a music composer, he writes songs that reveal an interest in the evolution of the Southern Plains powwow and gourd dance songs, and over time, how these were shaped by the training of elder tribal singers. Dr. Pewewardy remains engaged with the Penn State College of Education community, collaborating with faculty in the college to enhance the American Indian Leadership Program, which was founded in 1970 and is one of the oldest and most successful programs of its kind. Spending a career helping to prepare and support future generations of Indigenous scholars and leaders, he epitomizes what it means to be a Penn State alumnus. For this and so much more, Dr. Pewewardy, it is our honor to present you with the Alumni Fellow Award.
Cornel Pewewardy. It's really an honor to be here. I don't come back to Penn State that often. Probably been 30, 35 years, but I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to be here with you. I'm not sure who nominated me, but I got a feeling Stephanie Thomason and Holly Calago might know. But I enjoyed this morning. I was with my partner, my wife, Dr. Nakona Pewewardy, talking about our research. The title was The Hunt for Red Pedagogy. And so really just looking at how we are to engage our Native students and everybody when it comes to critical analysis. And so that's part of my work, and I want to say thank you. Even the Dean of the College of Education was there, Kimberly Lawless. Thank you very much for listening to the students. And Stephanie, thank you for being a fine host, and Holly, of course, our colleague in all the Indigenous issues, part of it. And thank you, Steve Wilson. But I do, President Bindaponi, I do appreciate the opportunity to be here. We do have a KU connection. Believe it or not, KU and Penn State are 4-0 at this point of football season. Quite remarkable as we begin to look at things like that. But you know that I was really happy that there is land acknowledgement in course syllabi at Penn State, and going on to remember whose land it was here. And based upon land grant, universities, all the universities and colleges throughout the United States are on indigenous land, and that you acknowledge that. and that the dean has that announcement, I truly appreciate that. Because I remember the stories, and I showed that today, about the children that were stolen from their homelands hundreds of years ago and placed in Carlisle boarding schools. I think about those kids, and many of them that did not return, and Carlisle's here in Pennsylvania. That's the story we live with. That's the story we repeat, because we have this element of healing to take place called intergenerational grief. We cannot forget what has happened to us because we learned those lessons. So I just wanted to share that with you, given this opportunity that we have right now. But this opportunity that I have been given, been recruited here at Pennsylvania State University in the 80s, was remarkable because I had different opportunities, but I wanted to come here because there was a legacy that had already been established, just like the president talked about. Dr. Michael Charleston, Grayson Noley, those are the people that recruited me. Those are Choctaw people. The very first Native teacher in my entire career was right here at Pennsylvania State University. And so I think about that when I go into those classes and I talk to those Native students today that are here at Penn State. You have quite a legacy. So I just wanted to share that with you because it means a lot just to be coming back, just to echo the stories that we have, to be a part of colleagues and brothers and sisters that have also had this legacy. I'm not here by myself. Just like one of the other fellows, we stand on the shoulders of those that came before us. Nothing new that I teach my students. It's all comes from echoing, listening carefully to who taught us, to repeat those lessons so we don't repeat them, the tragedies of the past. So as I began to look at Penn State, my desire that it becomes a healing university, one that looks at reciprocity, looks at land acknowledgement for all the nations that are here as we move forward. My father was a prisoner of war. My uncle was a coat talker. They served their time in this country to be here. So we have a proud legacy. So I want to thank my family, my daughter, my son, 6 grandchildren, and my wife, my partner, my life, right here in Tacoma. I love you. So with that, I would just like to say thank you for the opportunity to come back and be with you to celebrate all the things that you're doing. I'm very proud to be Penn State. We are.